This is the CuQi 7-inch touchscreen portable display. I bought it about a month ago to use with my Raspberry Pi and as a secondary monitor for my laptop when I'm out and about. In the box you get the display unit, which comes in this nice leather case. You get the instructions, 3 cables, you've got your mini HDMI to micro HDMI, mini HDMI to HDMI cable, and the power cable, which is USB to micro USB. They also nicely supply you with 3 heat sinks for the Raspberry Pi, in case you need it. At the time of purchase, this was just under £70, which is pretty reasonable. In terms of screen resolution, it's fairly high at 1024 by 600 pixels. It has 3 buttons which are touch sensitive around the back, that is to turn on the display and to brighten or dim the display. I'd say the quality build is really good, apart from around the edges there's a few rough little bits, so I would just be careful about that. As I said, I've been using this mostly for the Raspberry Pi rather than disconnecting my main monitor from my PC. The instructions do say that you need to edit the config file on the Raspberry Pi, but it's really simple to do. The instructions are very straightforward. I have managed to run the display and the Raspberry Pi from a power bank, but it does come up with a little bit of a warning with the lightning bolt in the corner saying there's not quite enough power. I've used it once or twice with my laptop, just when I really need to see 2 things at once, but the display is quite small. And I've also been using it with my camera. My camera is a Canon 4000D and the screen doesn't flip out, so sometimes it's difficult to see what's going on. Plugging the display in to my camera allows me to see what's happening. There are a few bad points I have to mention. The power and HDMI ports are rather close to one another. I tried it with a different HDMI cable which was a bit wider and I couldn't unfortunately plug both of them in. The cables provided are fairly short. This is fine for, a Raspberry Pi or an external monitor quite close to your laptop where you don't want loads of cables trilling around. However, when I've used it with my camera, I needed to get a longer cable because my camera's on a tripod. I needed the display on my desk. It just needed a bit more length. And in terms of the touch screen, it's okay, it does the job. There are a few times where I've touched the keyboard on screen, for example, and it didn't quite register it properly, like we may have hit the wrong letter. That could have just been my fat fingers, but be careful with that. Overall, I'm really happy with buying this. The screen quality is good, it's small, it's portable, it does exactly what it's supposed to do. However, if I was doing a lot of work with this, I would probably opt for a slightly larger screen, just for ease of the eye. Let me know how you found this video. Would you like to see more of these in the future? I hope you have a nice day, and I'll catch you later.